it's like I mentioned before, you could either choose to run away from something or run towards something. Either way, you're going that way. You know, that way.
What is up, and welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Melvinino, MAURITSON, in case you don't already know. If you're interested in the weird aspects of fitness and lifestyle, you have come to the right place. So, if you're new to this channel, you're not going to remember this, but I am going to say I went to the Elliot Hulse grounding camp in London a couple weeks ago, and it was an amazing experience. Unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to share any clips. However, they have just sent me the clearance so that I am able to show you my talk with Elliot Hulse. I'm gonna stop talking now because already a lot of talking in that video. 10 minutes of conversation. There are some things that I will reflect on afterwards. So yeah, enjoy the talk and I will see you afterwards.
Next. Yeah. What's your name, bro?
Melvin.
Melvin, yeah. Round of applause for Melvin. Good to meet you, man. Hop on up. Melvin, where you from, Melvin?
Denmark.
Oh, very cool, man. Thanks for coming down here.
So I live in England, so...
Oh, you got it.
I'm from Denmark.
And how old are you?
16.
Yeah, you look 16.
So basically, I went through a phase in my life where throughout my entire life, my mum's a writer of health and fitness and in Scandinavia. So I grew up very healthy and all those sort of things. And so when I went into the teenage years, I thought like I hadn't experienced a lot of things. So I went into getting into the wrong crowds and like doing drugs and cigarettes and smoking from the age of 12 until about 14. And when I was 14, my mum obviously found out that I've been doing all these things. And so we moved here to England, and I've been I was closed down from the age of 14 until 15 and about a half. And then I found out what I wanted to do. I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Both of my parents have their own businesses. And so I found out what I wanted to do, and so I started a YouTube channel, and I have been selling on Amazon, like private labeling and stuff, for a couple months now. But I feel like I'm struggling with, I still have those contacts from when I was like in that bad space, and I'm struggle with not caring what they think and kind of ignoring their like inputs of what my life should be like.
Your old friends?
Yeah, exactly. They want me to be the same.
Are they in England or they're still in Denmark?
They're still in Denmark.
Oh, so how are they?
Well, the thing is, when I moved here first, all of my holidays were spent in Denmark, and I didn't socialize here or anything because I still wanted to be that person until I realized what I wanted to do. And so here in England, only a couple months ago, I moved back to Denmark. Because I thought that was what I wanted to do, but I realized like I came back to those friends and I realized it's not what I want. And so they're still like the social group that I have at the moment. I only just like a couple weeks ago literally moved back here to England, and
you go back and forth?
Yeah, because my dad is still in Denmark.
Ah, okay. When did your parents split?
I was very young. I think I was 8 or 9 or something like that. And I've gotten through, I've also, when I was younger, I don't know if that could have anything to do with it, but my brother had infantile autism, and was like very extreme. So it was, he couldn't go on a walk with us unless he was in a dog leash, literally, because he thought he was a dog and so on. And so I didn't get any attention. Everything was put on my brother, and I allowed that from, I've been told, obviously I don't remember, but when I was very young, I didn't get any attention until about 5 or 6 years old. And so I think that attention maybe have gone into that friend group and the bad people there. But the thing is, basically they're the friends that I have at the moment, and they're the ones that I talk to still. And there's still some people that I still respect and still think that some of them are like, they're not all drug users and cigarettes and
sure.
So I still have some people who I respect and still talk to, who I've been friends with since I was very young. And they also don't really respect, because obviously most of them don't know what to do with their lives. They're all still just, you know, obviously because they're 16.
They're all about 16 years old also?
Yeah. 16, 15, 17, around that age. So they don't know what to do, and I think it might have something to do with that they're kind of jealous that I know what I want to do. But I just want to know, like, how do I get over not caring what they think? Also, when I'm here, but I'm also quite a lot in Denmark, so I still talk to them. So I want to be able to, like, deflect whatever they have to say about what I do.
So what are you private labeling?
Well, whatever sells, basically.
Yeah, so what are you able to sell?
Right now I bought like on Alibaba in China, I bought some like mom shirts that you can have your baby in. You bought like 500 of those for $3.
Oh.
And then you can sell them for $29 or something like that. So
yeah, and how's that going?
Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Get rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sell a fuckload of those mom shirts,
Yeah.
and then show up at your friends like with your expensive watch and cool car, and like, hey guys, sorry. Yeah. Don't you want to be like me now? You just turn the tables. Yeah. Focus on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to resist them at all. They're all the way, especially if you're distant, you know, if they're all the way up in Denmark and you're here, you don't have to resist them, you don't have to fight against them, you don't have to push them away. You just, it's like I mentioned before, you could either choose to run away from something or run towards something. Either way, you're going that way, you know, that way, you know. So rather than thinking like, what do I got to do to deal with these guys? Resistance, they say, well, you resist, persist. Resistance keeps you attached to them. But turning and focusing your attention on where you're going and what you're doing is 10 times more powerful. You know, so I would say take your time, energy, effort, and resources and direct them towards selling a lot of stuff on Amazon, building your YouTube channel. You know. Yeah. Cool. Done. Good. 1 second. Yeah, and so by the fact that you're 16 and you did everything the opposite of your mom is perfect. Yeah, like you did the complete opposite of what she wanted you to do, huh? Yeah, that's how you assert yourself. If there's no process by which boys become men, we do it ourselves by being bad boys. You know, and that's okay. And I think all teenagers do that. Like, I am a big meat eating promoter, and my daughter's a vegan. She's 14 years old. It's like, what are you doing? You're the opposite of me. And I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna fight with her, but it makes sense. You know, go the opposite. So the same thing with your friends. The same way you resisted your mom and you said, I'm not eating that healthy food shit, and I'm gonna go smoke cigarettes. You do that with your friends. I'm not smoking cigarettes and fucking with you guys. I'm getting rich. You're just substituting one drug for another, but rich is better than broke smoker. Was something related? Was it you?
No, it's not related. Questions.
Anything related before? Yeah?
I was just going to say,
That guy just basically goes on to talk about how many drugs he used to do when he was younger and how good of a time it was for him. But yeah, not really anything I could use, but so I just left it out of that because didn't really need it. So yeah, that was my talk with Elliot Hulse, and I wanted to talk about my biggest takeaway from that, just to kind of reflect on the actual event and see if maybe you want to go to one near you, if there is one near you. So yeah, my biggest takeaway from this whole thing is to focus on myself. Kind of indirect in what he was saying, you gotta focus on yourself, you gotta stay with yourself and zoned in on your purpose and what you want to do. I read a quote the other day by Arnold Schwarzenegger, which said, if you don't have your future laid out in front of you, you're basically just floating around with no purpose. Which really resonated with me because I used to not know what I was doing, and literally you were just floating around doing random shit. And there's no purpose in it, is there? So really resonated with me, and yeah, hopefully you guys could use this video to see if you want to go to the events that he is planning around the country and around America, around everywhere. He's a good guy. Apologize for all the talking. Hopefully you could use it for something. If you couldn't, fair enough. But if you did like the video, please go show it down below and subscribe and show some love. Yeah, see you next time.